so this one's for Ivan, who enjoyed the last video, so we thought we'd do something a little bit more interesting here. So I thought I'd just have a little bit of experiment and do a beer and chilli bread. The girls have bought me some chipotle, I can't pronounce that, some chilli flakes, and I've got some old speckled hen here, which I've just opened. So I've got 600 grams of flour, and we're starting off, I'm doing a 65% hydration, which is about 346 of beer. So I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to give it a go. At the moment it seems, it goes quite frothy. Didn't think about that. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm mixing the beer, the froth, into the flour first. Then I'm just going to let that sit a little bit, and then smells lovely. Let's have a quick swig actually. Once it goes in there, actually, oddly enough, that's drier than I thought that was actually going to be. Doesn't smell so nice now. It smelled really good when it was starting. Give that a little bit of a mix. There we go. We're just going to let that sit a little bit, and then we will come back a little bit later on and put the I might give it a little knead and put the sourdough mix in there later. Okay, so this has sat for an hour. It's pretty sort of solid, but we haven't put the sourdough mix in yet. So I've got 250 sourdough to go in there, a bit of salt, and then some chilli flakes. So there's my sourdough. It's been bubbling away since this morning, so we've got to get this up to 250, 80, more than 80. Ooh, might not have enough. Ooh, 214. Yeah, we're going to be fine. Look at this. Almost 243. I'm going to make sure I leave a little bit. 250. Fantastic. Just got enough there to continue my mix later on. Also got to put a bit of salt in here, so I'll give it a liberal. Let's have a look. 51. I don't know. There's a bit of salt and some. What are you snorkeling at?
There's too much again.
And is it?
Yeah.
There's more flour in this time, and some chilli flakes. The girls bought me these chilli flakes. I thought I'd have a. Don't know how strong they are.
Try one.
They smell nice. Oh, they're pretty. They are strong. Won't put a huge amount of those in. Maybe just sort of a teaspoon. Does look quite a lot. I'm going to be sharing this with my mother anyway, because she likes me to make her. That is really quite potent, those. So we'll mix this. Look at that lovely stuff. Mix this up. This is usually. Nice and sticky, look at that. I need another drink, those chilli flakes were quite warm. Sort of burning my tongue rather. Okay, so we mix this all in. It looks hideously messy at the moment, because it is hideously messy. But the more you sort of knead and mould this, it will eventually, really hope, it will eventually dry out. Anyway, we'll come back in about 10 minutes. Okay, so this has been rising now for 5 hours actually. You can see it's risen nicely. These little dark spots are the chilies that are sort of growing and oozing within it. So what we're going to do now is take it out, lock it back, and then pop it in the proving baskets, where it will either remain overnight or until later on this evening, depending upon how much it rises. It's actually usually quite good to leave it till overnight, actually. So, knocked it out onto a floured base. Just going to knock it back a bit. There we go. Lovely. Feels quite a nice consistency now, actually. Might have overdone the flour here. So we'll, there we go. Yes, now it's got some big bubbles in there. So what we'll do is we'll just neatly pop this into, we're going to do 2 loaves, a slightly smaller one in this one, and then a slightly larger one in the circular. And then so we'll just knock it back. So what I'm going to try and do is a bit of oil on there, make it stick because I've put this much flour on, so we're going to load it up and fold it into the middle, fold it in at the ends, there we go, and then stitch it together. Stitch it together by squeezing it in the middle, making a horrendous mess, and then we will, a little bit of oil, flip it over, and then what we want to do is kind of create a tight surface on it. See, it's that tight surface, that, there we go. You want it slightly longer, there we go, nice tight surface, and then we'll give that a little flour. And we will pop that in. My little puppy. Put that one in there. That one's in. Pulsating away. And then we have the larger ones. We'll flatten it out and we'll pushing it tight. Oh, you can see the tension occurring there because it's actually pull up. I'll give that a little bit of a spray, and then a little bit of flour over the top because it's going upside down into the proving basket, and I don't particularly want it to stick. So there we go. It's got some nice flour on there, and then we'll roll it over and pop it upside down into the basket, whereupon we'll pop them in the fridge and we will revert back to them in many hours' time. Okay, so the others are still in bed, but these have been in the fridge overnight. We've taken the first one out and we've cooked it, and it has produced a loaf, a little interestingly, eccentrically sized loaf, but we're now going to have a go with the second one. The second one's always a little harder. The first one I put into the cold Dutch oven. The second one, the Dutch oven is now extremely hot, so I can't touch it. But here it is. It has risen a little bit. It doesn't rise as fast inside the fridge. It rises a lot slower, but it will rise when it's in the oven. So let's pop it on to the Dutch oven and get it in, see how it goes. Okay, so here it is. It's on. This is stinking hot. I'm not going to touch it. We just need to give it a nice deep score into the surface. Ooh, I think we've got this one in the other direction so we don't drag it too much. There we go. Look at that. Now I'm not going to touch that. Going to need a glove to touch that. We'll pop it in the oven for about an hour. Actually, I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but I'm leaving it in the Dutch oven here without putting it in the oven because that is absolutely stinky hot. I'm going to leave it there for 10 minutes to give it a little chance to rise before I stick it into the 240 degrees. See if it makes any difference to the bread. Okay, here it is. This is our chili and beer bread. Does sound particularly tasty. So I'm looking forward to letting that cool down and then cutting that later on and having a taste. I think it's going to be Well, I've been pretty desperate to try this. I've just let it cool down a bit and I've cut. You see, it's got some nice holes in there, and you can see the chili flakes. Those chili flakes there. So I'm gonna. Oh, I wonder what it smells like. So okay, so I'm gonna go for a piece of the chili flaked bit. It smells nice, actually. Wow, that's a really nice taste. It's got some bite to it as well. It's good stuff. Oh, whoa, that's got quite hot actually. I'm going to try that with a cup of tea and some Marmite. That is worth doing. That is fabulous.